Welcome to another week of Matt's Collectibles in the Batcave. I've got a different video for you this time. I thought I'd do a video because sometimes we get pops and you see pops and it remembers you of a time, it remembers you a movie, an event, something that you did from your childhood, from anything, good times, bad times, all that sort of thing. So I thought what I'll do this week is I'll show you 6 of my pops that bring back memories, that remind me of things from childhood, mostly childhood actually, but they all mean something special to me. Not necessarily because of the character, or definitely not because of value or anything, but just brings back memories. And I thought that could be something cool. So I'd love you to watch this. Leave a comment down in the description and hit the like button, please. Comment down in the description if you have any pops that bring back memories or mean anything to you. So I thought really cool. I'll leave a couple to the end. So we've got 6 pops, as I say, so we'll go through. I'll give you a bit of a story as to why each one means something, and we'll do kind of cool, so be interesting. And hey, if you like it, feel free to share it, comment down, describe and all that sort of thing. But I thought I'd start off, we'll go with Mr. Bean. Now we all know Mr. Bean, big TV series in the 90s, Ryan Atkinson, absolutely brilliant. This reminds me of Sundays, Sunday roast and all that sort of thing, and watching it in my room because parents and the rest of the family weren't a big Mr. Bean fan, but I used to watch it I think it was on a Sunday, in my room on TV, really old style TV, of course, being the 90s, and I watched this by myself, and it made me laugh, and it was quite good, so that always brings me back to there, sitting on my bed watching Mr. Bean, and absolutely loving it, and going to watch the movie and all that sort of thing. So Mr. Bean. And actually, when I went to work on the X-Men Origins of Wolverine movie, I brought the entire box series, the box collection of Mr. Bean TV series to take up with me, give me something to watch. So that is that one. So that's Mr. Bean, first one that brings back some memories. Second one was when we moved down to Invercargill from Christchurch. I started working at Mercury TV down there. I think it's QTV now. Met some really awesome people doing the TV show Spates Power. So if you're from that, don't know how you would have found it, but give me a thumbs up if you watched. But I met a really cool guy, James, who introduced me to the Jane and Silent Bob movies. The first one I watched was Dogma. And if you remember in the scene, they go to movies, and we got that pop there from the movies mascot from the restaurant. So it's kind of cool. When I started becoming more independent, that sort of thing, growing up, it sort of reminds me of that. And getting to work at a TV station for the first time, which is really cool. So that's that. Of course, I got the Jay Bluntman and Chronic, but I thought movies, because it is in the Dogma movie. And of course, you can see Jane and Silent Bob on the screen there. Absolutely love it. And of course, Kevin Smith, the director of them, creator of movies. And I think they actually did the movies pop-up restaurants as well. So move on to the next one. I'm going to leave that one actually until the last. So that'll be cool. This one, I got the turtles. I could have grabbed all of them, but I thought I'll just grab Mikey because he's my favourite. But this one brings back, we had, you got the nights we went to Oxford on the Avon for my birthday. Dinner, the turtles were going to be there. Sadly, we had to go, so I didn't get to meet them then. But it's cool with family meals, all that sort of thing, going out for birthdays, and watching all the cartoons. And another cool thing to do with the turtles, another memory that brings back, is a Sunday roast at my auntie's who used to live in Kaipoi, and we walked down from her house to the dairy to get the cards, and of course we got the turtles cards, and on the way back you have the bubble gum. You sort out the cards, and then you work out if there was ones that you didn't have, if you got ones that you needed for your collection or not, because of course 90s big on baseball cards, and I was collecting the turtles one, ended up getting them all, but it did take a while. But yeah, so that's walks with our cousins on Sunday meals in Kaipoi, so I think that's kind of cool. So it brings back those childhood memories. They're really cool ones, getting to spend time with family. Sunday roast, absolutely love them. And yeah, just getting to do something cool from childhood, like walk up to the shops and get packets, the old packets of gum and cards that they had as well. So I thought that was kind of cool. I thought you'd like that one. And then she managed to go through them quite easily, which is quite good. This one, I got the Mufasa Lion King one. As you can see, it's the night sky. It brings me back to that scene in the movie where Simba's looking up the sky and Mufasa appears in the stars, and they have that really heartfelt chat and talk, and kind of helps Simba and gives that courage, and a very emotional moment. And I saw this for sale and I had to grab it because it brings you right back to that scene, and we could all picture the tears in Simba's eyes, and that cool, and the James Earl Jones voice of Mufasa looking down on him. So I think that's a really cool one, really cool touch. And yeah, something really cool that brings back the emotions and that sort of thing. So we'll put that up there. And then, of course, I had to do this one. The very first pop I got that started me on this whole journey that's brought me here to you guys and a YouTube channel. My very first Funko Pop was the Batman TV series Adam West. Is sun faded because when I very first started, I had it in sort of in a sunroom and I didn't really care, or I wasn't really going to get into it. Who would have known a few years later? But yeah, so that was my very first pop, and of course the Adam West TV series. Awesome memories, the kapow, the bang, all that sort of thing, and the shark repellent spray. We all remember that. So yeah, I thought that was a really cool one and brings back those, how it all started way back when, and that sort of thing. So I thought that's something kind of cool, and something that we all know our first pop. I guarantee you collect pops, you know your very first one, the first one you got. Feel free to leave a comment down below to let me know what your first one was. But this one is a really cool one. It brings me back to Sunday drives with my dad. We used to go garage sales on a Saturday morning. I think we did it on Sunday as well. And then, of course, we'd go to the bottle store on Saturday nights. So Dad could get his half G's. And me, being a kid, thinking I was cool enough to help him fill them up, really sucked at it. But you got the drives with your dad, going to the bottle store, going to the pub. He'd go on the pokies, I'd get a raspberry and coke, that sort of thing. Like he'd spend like $5 or whatever it was on the pokies, and I'd stand there watching him in awe and that sort of thing. But going to garage sales, going to the bottle store, drives with my dad, just me and him. And when we were in the car, guaranteed almost every time coming back from the bottle store, Money Talks from AC/DC would come on, or any one of these like Thunderstruck, those big ones. So this one brings back to those childhood memories and the drives with my dad. So just our little bonding time, even going in the truck with him as well. When he used to drive trucks, got me into driving trucks, and used to work for Rapid Dispatch. I'd go with him when I could and when I was allowed. And so that is that one, AC/DC. I thought that was a really cool one. And yeah, that's the most important one for memories for me. As I say, memories going for drives with my dad. So that is my 6. As I said, leave a comment in down below of one, what your very first pop was. But most importantly, if you have any pops that bring back certain memories from your childhood, how you got started, anything, it doesn't matter what it is. If it's important to you, that's what matters. Yes, but that is mine this week. Hopefully you enjoyed it and you got to meet me, to know me a little bit more. And yeah, I'll be back same bat time, same bat channel next week. Until then, have fun collecting.